In today's video, we need to go over the players to watch for Week 4 versus the Buccaneers, one of the biggest games in Patriots history. What a game this is going to be. Win or lose, this is going to be absolutely nuts. So I'm so excited to watch it regardless of the outcome. I think expectations are a little bit lower, obviously, after the first three games that we've had heading into this game, which is sure to be one of the toughest and most action-packed games uh, this year at least. I mean, and even beyond the last few years, probably since the Rams Super Bowl, I would say. Now, before I get into it, be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for the best Patriots content on YouTube. Let's get straight into things. Number 10, player to watch, Trent Brown, who might return this week. So if he doesn't, then don't watch for him because he's not there. But it is expected that this is the week he possibly returns. Our our right tackle position, where he was located, has been the weakest position on our team ever since he got injured. We've been having to put people in there that do not deserve to be starting in the NFL and should not be starting in the NFL. And once he returns, you can expect a significant improvement from our offensive line. Can you expect it to be perfect? I don't think so. I mean, I think there's other issues right now, but it might be because that right tackle is missing in Trent Brown, and that would definitely improve the offensive line, to say the least. Number 9, Josh Uche, who was missing last week. Our pass rush definitely suffered from his absence, and I think that with him back, that could be a massive improvement. We do know that Matt Judon has been great, but only one great pass rusher and then everybody else not really being able to get pressure is not good enough. So having Josh Uche on the other side, I think, is what really solidifies our pass rush. I think those are the two players that make the most impact there on our pass rush. Number 8, Jonathan Jones. I think most of the cornerbacks are on this list. Jonathan Jones is probably the fastest cornerback in the NFL, a starting cornerback, if not, top three. He he kind of put up a 4.33 40-yard dash time, which is excellent. And as you guys know, the Buccaneers have a speedster wide receiver, Chris Godwin, but he posted a 4.42. So Jonathan Jones is actually significantly faster than their speedy wide receiver, which kind of puts us at an advantage on that matchup, just that individual one right there. And I think they're going to put him on him. Usually when we play, for instance, the Chiefs, we put Jonathan Jones on Tyreek Hill. And I think that's actually part of the reason why the Patriots play the Chiefs better than almost any team in the NFL throughout I would say the past three matchups we've had with them. I think we played them three times since that loss in 2016? Was that the year? I don't know. 2017, 2018, I don't know. I think it was 2017 actually. But anyway, yeah, we lost that game, but I think ever since then we beat them, mostly due to, I think, Jonathan Jones being able to cover up Tyreek Hill. That does put us at a bit of an advantage. That's their kind of most dangerous weapon from their receiving core. And I think we're going to play him in a similar fashion here, try to eliminate that Godwin factor from this game. Now, the difficult thing is that we see Antonio Brown is really fast as well. Mike Evans isn't slow himself, so even though we will be able to probably contain Godwin for the most part, if any of these wide receivers really break out, I think it's Brown or Evans, not Godwin. But J.C. Jackson is going to cover one of the other guys. And J.C. Jackson is about on par with the same speed as Mike Evans, or a little bit faster, actually. And he's actually faster than Antonio Brown as well, according to his 40-yard dash, which I'm pretty sure he was one of the guys that kind of had a bad combine, and he's a lot faster than it actually shows. Because really, off the top of my head, I do feel like Antonio Brown has an edge over J.C. Jackson, at least. I don't think he's faster than Jonathan Jones, but I do think he is faster than J.C. Jackson. So we're going to have to watch for that. Mike Evans, that leaves kind of Jalen Mills against Mike Evans. So there's that. We're going to be watching for that for sure. So yeah, Jonathan Jones, number 8, J.C. Jackson, number 7. I just talked about him enough. He's our number 1 cornerback, and we're going to have to see how he plays against Tom Brady. And they're pretty decent and really good for the most part receiving core. It's solid, but none of them have played outstanding yet this year. I think they're not playing to their potential yet. So we're going to hope that they don't break out against us. Lawrence Guy, number 6, who has been absolutely terrible through all 3 games so far this season. Every single week he's ended up on this list because I'm just hoping that he shows any sign of improvement. But so far we have not seen that at all. Isaiah Wynn at our left tackle position. He's been committing a lot of penalties this year. We're going to watch for a clean game from him. That's all we can hope for. And he just hasn't been playing up to par either. So we're going to hope to see some improvement. I would say last week we did see some improvement from Isaiah Wynn, and even week 2. But week 1 was the worst, and I really want to see some consistently good play from Isaiah Wynn. Number 4, Hunter Henry. The next few is just going to be our passing game. Because Hunter Henry, the Buccaneers right now are the worst pass defending team in the entire NFL. So I'm putting a lot of these guys towards the top of the list. If you're going to have a breakout game, if you're going to have a great game, this week's the week. So Hunter Henry, we're going to be watching for Hunter Henry to have a big game. Jacoby Myers, number 3. I have a bold prediction actually for this game, guys. And I think the Patriots are going to lose, by the way. But I do think this is my one bold prediction here. I think Jacoby Myers gets his first NFL touchdown in this game. I have a very strong feeling about it for some reason. I could obviously be wrong because that's a very, very bold, random prediction. And there's literally no... the only evidence I have here is that the Buccaneers have a bad, passing defense, and Jacoby Myers is going to be playing. And if he's going to have his first touchdown, I'd say the probability is the highest in this game. But I have a feeling it's going to happen this week. He's well overdue. And yeah, so we'll see if I'm right about that one. Number 2, this is a bad one. Jonnu Smith, come on, man. Hunter Henry's been playing solid. I would say Hunter Henry's still not playing up to par, but Jonnu Smith, when you compare Hunter Henry to Jonnu Smith, I am so thankful for Hunter Henry. Man, that guy's great compared to you. No offense, but listen, please, can we not get any fumbles? Can we not get any drop passes? Like, he fumbled. He did that, triple flip in week 1. I remember that. It scared me so bad. I thought he literally died. And he fumbled it. Luckily, it was recovered by our team, but that's like a mistake on his part. I guess he was kind of flying, so I can't really blame him for that one. But last week, man, he dropped so many passes. One of them led to a pick 6. You're out here making Mac Jones look bad, dropping passes like that. The stats, it doesn't show an interception for Jonnu Smith. It shows an interception for Mac Jones when it literally hits you right in the hands. And it bopped right up in the air. If you're going to drop it, at least let it fall to the ground. Don't let it fly up in the air like that and get picked off. Come on, man. Please do better than that. If any of our free agents have been a bust so far, it is by far Jonnu Smith. So there's that. And some of them are injured and won't even play this year. And I would still, I still I'm not as mad about that than I am about this. You're playing bad. I wish you weren't playing at all when you're playing like that. So please, let's see Jonnu Smith improve at least a little bit. Don't drop passes. You don't have to be productive, but don't do that. All right. Number 1, Mac Jones, obviously, like I said, playing against the worst passing defense in the league. If Mac Jones is going to have a productive game, obviously the pressure is going to be high. This is his first primetime game. But on paper, ignoring those key signs, I guess you could say, this on paper should be his best opportunity to have a productive passing game. Obviously, rookies tend to improve throughout their first season, and he will likely be significantly better by the final game of this season than he was in the very first game. But on paper, this should be the best game to have a breakout game. Now, the real question mark is, where does Richard Sherman fit into the mix? Is he ready to play week 1? Do they feel like he's prepared? I don't really know. I'm sure he will play. But will there be, miscommunications? Is this defensive scheme for the Buccaneers anything like he's ever played for in the past? There's so many different questions, and literally there's no way to see it until we watch the game tonight. So there's that. Mac Jones, I think we want to see a big game from him. A lot of people do after last week. People want to see more production. The accuracy has been there. The decision-making, whether you believe it or not after last week, has been there. The only bad decision I've genuinely seen him make this season is the first play, that one where he passed it backwards. But I'm still kind of wondering if he just thought he was literally facing forward on that play. That seems like the most reasonable explanation, because there literally there's no other explanation for why he would pass it like that. Anyway, that was his one mistake so far this season. There has been a few questionable throws, but nothing compared to any of the other rookies who are literally throwing interceptions directly to the defenders. The only time Mac Jones has done that is at the end of the Saints game, when there was literally nothing to lose and they were just forcing it to the end zone, which I'm pretty sure is a coach's decision anyway. They're kind of like, well, just toss it up in the end zone. Let's see if something can happen. Anyway, the 2 other interceptions weren't his fault. His arm got hit, whatever. And then the other one, like I said, got bopped up by Jonnu Smith. He has been a good decision maker. He has been accurate. That's been his two strongest attributes. We're still waiting to see that productivity, which, if you ask me, I'd rather the accuracy and the decision making be better and then the productivity not be great yet, because the productivity comes if you're accurate and you're making good decisions, the productivity should increase over time. If you're productive, but you're also throwing like, 1 to 3 interceptions a game, you're probably losing games no matter how productive you are. So that's my reason for that. Anyway, pressure might be pretty high this game. This could go either way for Mac Jones. I could see this being one of Mac Jones' worst games, actually. Even though on paper it seems like that would not be the case. The pressure is the highest in this game. Unless they make the playoffs, which, let's be real, we don't really know if that's going to happen at this point. But I think unless we make the playoffs, this should be the highest pressure game for Mac Jones. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know if you agree with my list of players to watch, players that are going to be the biggest, deciding factors in the game, whatever. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what your thoughts are for the game tonight as well. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow after we've watched the game tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are as well. See you guys in the next one.